Now, have you ever wondered what makes some people unstoppable learners, creative thinkers, and great leaders? Well, that's one word: curiosity. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Coaching Talk series, where we explore powerful tools and ideas to elevate your personal and professional growth. I'm your host, Richard Fontenay, and today we're diving into the often underestimated role curiosity plays in developing your full potential at home, at work, and in life. Albert Einstein once said, "I have no special talent. I'm only passionately curious." Now, think about that. The mind behind the theory of relativity created curiosity as the driving force, not intellect, not talent, but curiosity. And today we're going to unpack how that same trait, curiosity, has become one of the most powerful personal development tools to date. We'll discover how curiosity opens the door to self-awareness, how it fuels lifelong learning, how curiosity enhances empathy and communication, and how curiosity ignites creative problem solving. You'll also learn how to apply curiosity in our businesses, in our places of work, and in life. So let's get going. First, curiosity opens the door to self-awareness. Curiosity is the beginning of self-reflection. Instead of judging our reactions, curiosity invites us to ask, why do I feel this way? Or what can I learn from this moment? This shift is transformational. In coaching, we often say awareness precedes change, and curiosity is what gets you through the door of awareness. One of my clients, a senior leader manager, was stuck in conflict with a peer. By the way, I've changed the gender and the circumstances to protect confidentiality. And instead of doubling down, I suggested she become curious. What if you looked at the situation from their point of view? Now, that moment of curiosity helped her navigate and helped her understand the working relationship that she had, and that dramatically improved the relationship. Second, curiosity fuels lifelong learning. Now, in a world changing at a frightening speed, curiosity isn't a luxury. It's really a necessity. Curious people stay agile. They don't fear change. Instead, they explore how curiosity can work for them. Companies that reward curiosity outperform those that don't. For instance, Google famously allows employees to spend 20% of their time exploring new ideas. Now, that 20% led to Gmail and Google Maps. Now, even though Google may be way beyond where your company's level of performance is, curiosity still isn't a distraction, but an engine for innovation. Third, curiosity enhances empathy and communication. In both life and work, relationships flourish when curiosity exists. Asking questions like, help me understand what matters most to you, or tell me more about your experience and how it strengthens the connection and the trust that you have. During a coaching session, a young father struggled with how to communicate with his teenager. He discovered that replacing control with curiosity helped improve their communication. So rather than laying a guilt trip on him, He rephrased his approach by asking, "What's really going on with you anyway these days?" Now, this simple adjustment opened the door for a heartfelt conversation, and that exchange changed how they related to each other in the long term. 4, curiosity ignites creative problem solving. Uh, when we're curious, we ask better questions, and better questions lead to better solutions. Curious leaders don't just look for quick fixes. They explore the tools necessary and the possibilities that are before them. Now, here's a story about a small startup that experienced stagnant growth. The leadership team decided to step back and ask, what are we missing? And instead of defaulting to more marketing, they became curious about their customer experience. And that led to a product redesign that required and inspired renewed growth. So you see how curiosity can spur a new course of action. Now let's apply this curiosity approach to our business, our workplaces, and our personal lives. In business, we can cultivate a culture of curiosity by starting meetings with, what did we learn this week? We can encourage open-ended questions. And we can train teams to explore ideas and not just execute tasks. At work, we can stay curious about our role and ask ourselves, what skills do I need? And how can I contribute beyond my job description? And in life, we can be curious about our relationships and ask more questions rather than relying on assumptions. Now, that will help us with all our relationships within our family. Okay, it's now time to wrap up this podcast. Curiosity isn't just about asking questions, it's about staying open. Open to growth, open to others, and open to transformation. So whether you're navigating business decisions, team dynamics, or your own personal journey, curiosity can be the compass that points you forward. So here's our challenge this week. Let's pick one situation at work, at home, or in our business and approach it with curiosity instead of certainty. Ask one question we usually wouldn't ask, and then it's time to sit back and listen. Before I close, please subscribe to this coaching talk series if you haven't already, and share this episode with someone who might need a little bit more curiosity in their life. And if this episode made you think differently, give us a thumbs up and comment below. And thank you for doing so. Next Wednesday, we'll explore using journaling as a tool for growth, a practical and powerful way to process, reflect, and move forward with intention. So why don't you join us? Better yet, just don't miss it. I'm Richard Fontenay signing off. See you next week, if not before. Bye now.